The St. George Active Life Center is one of 4 locations serving seniors in Washington County. Since the coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic hit the U.S., many states like Utah have closed down public facilities, restaurants, and yes, even senior citizen centers. That's because of a recommendation by the CDC to limit gatherings to slow the spread of the virus.
Well, it's kind of a problem right now because we can't congregate more than 10 people right now. So normally this room is full of between 80 to 90 people during the lunch hour between 11:30 to 12:30. But what we're doing right now for those people that still need a meal is they can call the day before and order a meal, and then they can pull up front to the center in the St. George Center as well as our Hurricane and our Enterprise centers, and they can get a frozen meal to be able to take home and reheat at their house just whenever they need to.
And they're going to microwave this tray. This tray will stay cold. The temperature level is good by the time they get it home.
So these are for today's meals?
This is for congregation, yes. We did about 20 of them. Not that big of a crowd is showing up. They don't all necessarily know about it right now.
Prepared fresh daily, Travis Ogden makes sure the meals are sealed for protection and freshness. Many of the meals will also be preheated for home delivery. At a suggested cost of just $3 and subsidized through the 5-county region, the Meals on Wheels program might be the only hot meal seniors get each day during the worldwide crisis.
So we've seen a big increase, about a 10% increase over last week with our Meals on Wheels program. It's still operating fully, and we're still able to take a hot meal to seniors. Anybody that is over 60 and is homebound that can't drive, we'll bring them a meal.
Charlie Kurtz has been delivering Meals on Wheels for 15 years in Washington County. The only change he's made since the outbreak of the coronavirus is applying hand sanitizer before delivering each meal.
Some prefer a glove. I do wear them, I carry them. Others take the word that I have washed. Gloves are good for one meal only, and rather than go through 100, I would rather wash my hand.
It's all part of social distancing efforts.
Most of them, I've worked out a deal with them where there's no contact. It's a matter of ring the doorbell, identify myself, and set it in an area of their choice, which is usually next to the door.
So typically what we do is we knock on the door and wait for them to answer the door, and then once they make contact, if the customer or if the patron's comfortable with receiving the meal, just handing it to them, they will, or the driver will set it on the porch and then they can pick it up once the driver's left, so that way there's no contact with there.
Right now the program serves about 6,000 meals a month. However, Browning said they could reasonably double that count and still be okay. The only problem he would foresee is making all the deliveries.
We're prepared to be able to double our operation here. Our head chef he's confident that we can provide that food as long as we have enough people to be able to deliver the meals.
Efforts like these go a long way to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus, which tends to be more deadly to the elderly. In Washington County, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.